Welcome to another edition of 2-Year-Olds in Training. I'm Harold Howe with Harness Edge. We're here in Vero Beach, Florida at Palima Trotting Center with John Bax. John, you've got 4 2-year-olds this year. Let's just have a little chat about them. Southern Belle, she was a tourist dream that rang the bell at 85,000 at Harrisburg.
Yeah, big, powerful filly. I think it may take her a little while to come up to speed, but got everything. She just looks like a 4-year-old stud right now.
You fellows here haven't lost much in the way of training, unlike some of the people north of here in central Florida where they've just had tracks washed out and so forth. Roughly, what have you been at this stage in early February?
I've been between 50 and 3 minutes. You know, time it goes by pretty easy here, and if you want to go more, you can.
At the disco, this is Cadabra Colt, 25,000 at Harrisburg, and you were sort of chuckling about his like for tractors.
Yeah, he's fairly nervous, and he's still a stallion, and I'm a little between on whether I should fix him or not. And yeah, he's about the best gated one I have. He just doesn't pay attention all the time.
One that sort of caught my eye was a filly, Southwind Champagne, a Muscle Hill you gave 32,000 for in Lexington.
Yeah, I really like her. She's right from day one wanted to go ahead and all business and very quick.
The Muscle Hills, at the end of last season, some people liked them, some thought they needed more time, and some just didn't want to know about them. I mean, this is, I believe, the first one you've had. What are your thoughts at this stage of the game, not only just with your own, but what you see around?
Well, I think they need lots of boots, but from what I've seen around here, they all got the power, and they got lots of go to them, but they aren't all straight.
Juanita's Girl, a Cadabra filly, 42,000 out of Lexington.
Yeah, I trained her mother, a Balance Image mare, Grimola's Image, and great disposition to her, and she just kind of loafs along, but covers a lot of ground, and right now she's doing a lot of growing, and you know, she's big now, and I hope she doesn't grow a lot more, but nice way of going.
That's your 2-year-olds, and a couple of weeks ago we had a chat about Riveting Rosie, the Canadian 3-year-old filly or 2-year-old filly trotter of the year. Not a lot's changed in 2 weeks, but I had one of the fellas here just make a comment about her. That they said to me, you know what, isn't she a plain looking thing until she walks on the racetrack? And they said, when John gets rolling with her, she almost looks half masculine. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, she's kind of a big rough mare, and but when she strides out, I mean, she's fairly impressive. She just floats over the ground, but yeah, up close she's a little rough looking, but at the bank count it says she's okay.
Right, and obviously in the U.S. she didn't get the 2-year-old filly award. Jimmy Takter, Shake It Cherry, went on and won a ton of money. When are you going to get a rip at her, do you think, if the schedule works out like you plan it to?
Well, I'm going to get her in the Breeders' Crown, of course. And there might be a race down at the Meadowlands that I might go down to, and in the fall there's the Elegant Image at Mohawk. So I think at some point we'll run into her. I mean, we've beaten her once already, so you know, I'm looking forward to the competition.
And you still like the idea that the way the schedule worked out last year, that she was done very early in September, not by design, but just the way the schedule works out. In an overall plan, do you like the idea of stopping 2-year-olds that early?
Oh, I think it'll help the longevity of their career. I think it's a great thing, you know, finishing up at the end of November and you know, having to crank them up again in the middle of January. I don't think it was great for them, but I think this is better for them in the long run.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks very much, and hey, enjoy the rest of the winter.
Thank you.
Harold Howe with John Bax, 2-year-olds in training at Palima Trotting.